Do you know why people are so scared to go deep into feels to someone or with someone? Because they're selfish and insecure. Because they know that if they will get deep into feels to someone or with someone, and that person will break them and will play them and the person won't have as deep feelings that they're having, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not that enough, like I did something wrong. And they're gonna overthink every moment they did, every word they said, because they will think that that they did something wrong. They won't get a thought in their head, they won't let a thought in their head that that person is just not for them. They won't let this thought in their heads. The only thoughts they will get into their heads, because they're insecure, is that they're not good enough, they did something wrong, they said something wrong, and they're gonna overthink everything they did, everything they said. But in reality, they are not the problem. It's just those people are not for them. But actually, when someone put you down, it might be good. Because bullying really works. Bullying really works. Like, you probably seen those videos like, oh, I got bullied so many times, now look at me, who I have become, what I've done, or like what I have in my life right now, how I've changed, now I'm better, now I'm enough, now you want me and I don't want you. And they are screaming everywhere about it, that they are good enough, that they are better, that they did better, that they were bullying for. For example, they were bullied for their skin. It means that their skin now perfect. I don't know those people whom had a ton of bullying in their lives and they didn't change. Personally, I don't know those people. Maybe they are. There are some people whom got bullied a ton of times and they didn't got in. They haven't done anything to be better, and they haven't um, changed for them to be better. They haven't changed something in their life to be better, to look better, to feel better, just to be better. Yeah, just to be better in those things that they were bullied for. Okay? So bullying really works, and I actually would love to be bullied again, because when you get bullied, you really feel like you're not enough. You really feel like you're not that good, and you feel like you have to change something in you, and you actually become better. You actually become better. Bullying really works. So, yeah, talking about the feelings also. Um, why people are really scared to go for deep and meaningful relationships? Because they're scared if they will open up, if they will be treating the person in the best way, that they will give everything they have and they can to a person, and person will put them down, they're gonna feel completely drawn. They're gonna be, I don't know, pissed off, fuming, depressing. They're just gonna feel a lot bad feelings, and they're gonna feel bad about themselves, and it's going to be much harder for them to go for another deep and meaningful relationships in their lives, because they are scared that if they will do it again, if they will open up, if they will be themselves around someone, they will let them down also, as the last person did. But it's not the true. It's not the true. Maybe the person did them let them down because there's actually something wrong with them and they gotta fix it, or basically the person is not for you. So if person let you down and you know the reason why, because something is wrong with you, or you're really not good enough for them, it also can be like this. It can be like this, that you are not enough for someone because someone is doing so many things to get to the point where they want to be. If someone is really put together and they know their worth, and they don't want to waste their time and be around people that are not good enough for them, because when you're spending a lot of time with someone, you're actually becoming like this person. You take away their habits. You just completely changing, because you may not even notice this, but if you will look like from the other side, like it's not you, like it's someone else is looking at your life and process how like who you was and who you are right now, after talking like for example even for a month to someone, like on day-to-day basis and a lot, and talking to topics that you want to get better to with them, you will notice the difference, how you've changed. So you better cut off those people that you feel like you don't want to be like them. You better cut off them. Don't talk to them. It's better to not talk to anyone instead of talk to people. I know it's hard to not talk to anyone, but at least you have yourself, you have God, you have people online that you can talk to. You can find online people online that are basically your soulmates and that have the same vision of the life that you have, and talk to them instead of keeping those people whom are clearly not on the same page as you are, and to those whom are just not for you, and you can tell that you're not getting along together and you don't get what they're talking about. Like 50% of the time you always have to ask them again, like, what do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? And you don't understand how they're talking. Like, they're basically not for you. So yeah, you just keep them for what? I understand that there might be some reasons, but it's taking your time, and it's not bringing you closer to the point where you want to be, to the life which you want to live. So yeah, people are really scared to get hurt because they don't want to feel like shit, because they don't want to go through hard times. But hard times create strong people, and you will be able to get through hard times. Like when you get through hard times, you will be able to survive so many things that so many people are not able to survive, and you will be responsible for so many things. Like you're gonna gain confidence, you're gonna gain knowledge and experience in those things that you got through. So it will be much easier for you to live the rest of your life. So it's better to go through hard times and hard things, to live easier life, to live better life, to have much more experience, to have much more knowledge and understanding how the life works, and understanding what you want to be in life, who you want to be in life, what you want to do. So going through hard times is actually a really good thing that can happen in your life. And if someone is bullying you, I'm sure that it's good for you. Bullying is not, oh, I mean, of course it's bad when it's because they're jealous, but you gotta understand, you gotta see if a person bullying you because they're jealous, or if people are bullying you because actually something wrong with you. Like for example, they're bullying you for your for example style, the way you're dressing, the way you like to dress, and they're bullying you for that. And you can look at yourself and process, like, is it really wrong? Is it really that bad that they're bullying me constantly for the way I dress? Is it really like this? If you don't feel like this, and you ask people whom are truly to yourself, Most of the time it's your siblings, because siblings are not gonna lie to you like, yeah, you look so great, but you actually look like a douchebag. They're not gonna tell you that you look great most of the time. I don't know those siblings whom are lying to their siblings that they look good, that they did great, that they are enough. Like, they're always, most of the time, they're gonna tell the truth. So you better ask your siblings. If you don't have siblings, ask people whom are gonna be truly to yourself. If you don't have those people, then just look at yourself and process: is it really wrong with me, like, for what they're bullying me? Is it really that bad? If it is, then it's good that they're bullying you. If it's not, then they're just jealous. And it's clear that it's not like this. For example, I saw as many people are bullying people for their curly hat, for their curly hair, because they're jealous. Because, especially like in America, there are so many people who are bullying people for their curly headed, like ramen hair or something like this, because they're jealous, not because your hair are bad and you have to straighten them. No, it's not the reason. You have to straighten your hair when you want to. Or people are bullying you because you're skinny and you don't have any muscles. So if you look in a mirror and you see like you don't have a lot of muscles and you're actually skinny, then you gotta work on it. If people are bullying you for being fat and you look in a mirror and you see that actually I might be better, then it's good that they're bullying you. And that's what will give you the motivation to be better at something, for example, at getting leaner or something like this. So bullying is good. I'm not telling that bullying is bad. Bullying is bad when it doesn't have any point, but you have to understand that when bullying doesn't have any point, it just means that people are jealous of you, of what you have, what you achieved, and you just don't gotta react to this. So yeah, just when you get hurt and when someone let you down, put you down, broke you, left you alone, good, great, spectacular. That's what's gonna get you growing. That's what's gonna bring you to the point of where you're gonna be strength. When you're gonna gain strength, um, you're gonna gain experience. You're gonna understand life better and people better, because you will have much more experience in how people are treating you, why they did that. Because with time, you're gonna understand better why they did that, for what they did that, and who they actually are. Because people whom are bullying are mostly those people whom are insecure about themselves, mostly. Because, for example, you're going to the gym, right? It's your first day, you don't know how to do anything. The one whom are gonna bully you are the ones whom are not professional, whom haven't achieved a goal that they are chasing in a gym, and those are the one whom are gonna bully you. But the one whom are already achieved something in a gym and they have already created a body of their dreams, they're not gonna bully you. They're gonna come up to you and help you. They're not gonna bully you. So in the start, they will see that you are starting and you want to be better. They're gonna cheer you up and give you some advices or something like this, how to do, for example, this exercise better, how to eat better, and just simple advices they can give you from their experience, because they have achieved something. But you don't gotta listen to those whom are bullying you when you came to the first, like, your first day at the gym. You might even notice people are laughing at you when you start doing something. I'm not talking only about the gym. It goes the same for everything. Like, you start painting and you don't know how to paint. People whom are gonna laugh at your paintings are those whom cannot paint. But those whom can paint like really beautifully, and they're professional at that, and they know how to do, they know everything about painting, and they like gave so many time and effort to be better at painting. They're not gonna bully you. They're gonna correct you wisely. Correcting wisely is totally fine. So they're gonna correct you wisely, and you will understand how to do something better, like give you some advices. I can say the same about you start learning new language. You're learning language, right? The ones whom doesn't know the language like perfectly, they're gonna laugh at you and bully you. Maybe not bully, but they're gonna laugh at you and be like, "Oh, look at you starting doing that. Are you doing this for get attention? Are you doing this to get someone from this country or something like this?" Is the most common when you start learning language. So many people are gonna tell you, "Oh, you're doing it because you wanna get married to a person from this country, or you wanna move to this country, or something like this." So yeah, it's the most common. You don't gotta listen to them because they're not fluent at this language, and they actually want the same, but they're scared or something like this. So the one whom are native speakers, they're gonna help you with this. They're gonna tell you how to pronounce words better, how to talk better, how to use words in different ways. Like they're gonna help you. They're not gonna laugh at you. They're not gonna laugh at you. People who are laughing and bullying are actually insecure about themselves. So, but I think bullying is good, especially schools bullying is the best. Because teenagers are the roughest and children are the roughest at bullying. Like they are the craziest one about bullying someone. They're always the first to bully. Because teenagers and not children's but mostly teenagers are really insecure about their lives because they haven't achieved anything. They're just going to the school, and I don't know, maybe they do some sports and they live for their parents' money. They don't have any responsibilities. They can't take any responsibilities in the life. So yeah, how they can feel confident in themselves? There are so many teenagers that don't know who they want to be, how they want to live, and what they want to do. So, of course, they don't know what their motives for life, and they're going to be insecure and hate you for everything you're doing. So, that's why teenagers at school bullying is the best, because teenagers are the roughest, and they're going to give you the best motivation for you to start changing to be better. You know what? Even if you are good at something and they're bullying you because they are jealous, there's a thing that a person cannot get to the point where when it's perfect. So yeah, a person cannot be perfect at something. So when someone is bullying you, even though you know you're good at it can give you some motivation to be better, because maybe you're stuck at the level where you're not growing at something, and you know that it can be better, because nothing can be perfect that human made, because we're humans and we cannot create something perfect, because that's just how it works, especially with our bodies, with our looks. So yeah, when you know that there is some place for you to grow in something, and someone is bullying you for not being enough, and whoa, you're doing so great or something, they're just bullying you, and you know that you can be better at it, it's also good. Like, why not? They're just basically giving you motivation to grow. Where else will you get this motivation if you're stuck at the level when you're not just growing, and you know you're good at it, but you know that you can do better and you're not growing in it, and you need some kind of a punch in your face to keep doing it, and they're giving you this punch in the face, and that's what makes you keep going. It's good. It's good. Like they're giving you the motivation, free motivation. So yeah, also people are really scared, really scared to be hurt because they don't want to feel like they're not enough. They don't want to feel like they're bad at something or with someone. That's why people are really scared to be open, to open up. And they kind of playing games with people. The most common is when someone is not replying to you for like an hour. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't believe that they don't have time. I mean, replying only takes 10 seconds or so. They just basically do not care about you. So don't keep up with them. But if you know that this person is really hard working person, that this person really has a ton of things to do in the day, and when they're replying, you don't feel like they're replying like dry or in some shitty ways. They're replying to you genuinely, and you feel like they're actually interested talking to you. Then they're really busy. There are some people who are really busy. For example, imagine your mother. If your mother has 5 children, she's really busy. She's really busy. And even to her children, she cannot reply like for an hour or for 2 hours because she's busy cooking or cleaning. It's totally fine. So there are some people who are really, really busy, but when they're replying to you, they're showing you interest, and they're not replying like dry and just to reply to like yes, no, all right, okay, something like this. They're replying to you with some kind of passion, and you can feel it. You can feel that they're genuinely interested in you. So yeah, that's the most common when someone is not replying and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna reply for, like, they didn't reply for 1 hour, I'm not gonna reply for 2 or 3 hours. I'm gonna make the time bigger than they did. Like, I'm not gonna reply for much longer time than they did. It's shitty. Just stop it. Just stop it. When you see a message from someone, and if you show them interest and they are not showing you interest, it basically means they're not interested. Okay? They're not interested. But when you show interest to someone and they are keep treating you good, and might be that they will start treating you better because they like that you're showing them interest, it means that those people are for you. That's why playing hard to get is actually a shitty thing to do. It's a shitty thing to do. When you show interested to someone, your interests to someone, and they won't reply with interest to you, they're not for you. Because to the ones whom you show your interest and they're interested in you, they're gonna reply with some more interest in you, and you're gonna feel it and see by the words they're using, by the way they're talking to you and treating you. So it's basically like this. If you show your interest to someone and they are replying to you with no interest, or they're replying to you with much more interest, it means they are interested. So bullying is just the thing that gives you motivation to keep going and to be better. So people are scared to open up to someone because they are scared of those hard times. But do you understand that those hard times that you will have to go through are actually the best? Because hard times that you've gone through are gonna make you much more stronger, wiser, smarter, sneaker, and better for you to get out of the situations and to understand why people are saying this, why people are doing those kind of things. Like, you will understand people better, the world better, and yourself better. So hard times are actually the best ones. And when people are letting you down, for example, you opened up to someone and they're gonna show you zero interest after that, fine, that's great, that will give you some food to process, that will give you some better understanding of people's reactions and of life. That will just give you much more than just not being broke. So those hard times will give you much more power than easy times. Because when you feel like you are enough, you are doing great, there's no motivation for you to keep going and to be better. So, bullying is good, and being hurt is good. Being in those fields when you feel like shit is good, because that will give you better life. If you're not struggling and suffering, you will not get anywhere. Even when you started walking as a child, you had to suffer. You had to suffer, you had to go through some ups and downs. I know it might sound funny, but it actually is like that. People suffered for us to have electricity. Like, it wasn't made all in one day. It wasn't that easy to do this. Like the technology that we have nowadays, people suffered for this. And you suffered to get your money to buy it, because it wasn't for free. We don't have to suffer to breathe, and that's okay already. And you don't have to suffer to use your brain, because it's free. Because it's free. It's in your head. It was given to you when you were born. So it's free, and you can use it anytime. But use it wisely, okay? Use it wisely. So, what I was trying to explain, that being hurt and being bullied is a great thing, because it's gonna make you harder, stronger, better, wiser, smarter, prettier, anything. It's gonna create a better version of yourself. Yeah, for example, even for teenagers, it's really common to be hated for your skin. Like, oh, gross, why your skin looks like that? Ew, you have so many blackheads, pimples, acne, it looks gross. Ew, it looks disgusting. Don't touch me, get out of my way, something like this. It's great, because you're gonna have the best skin ever. You're gonna have the better skin than 80% of people, because they bullied you so much that you feel like your skin is actually like shit, and you're gonna do everything for you to have a better skin, or you're gonna do everything to not feel skinny or fat. You're gonna have the best body that 80 or 90% have in this world. You're gonna have the best hair of the world. So it's just gonna, even for, I don't know, eyebrows, lips, face, nails, neck, legs, it can be anything. You can be hated even for your ears, even for your eyelashes, even for your nose, even for your teeth, even for your tongue. Everything. You can be hated by everything. So, for what you were hated and bullied, you're gonna be better at this thing that you were bullied for. And if you had a breakdown, and if you broke up with someone, and now you feel like shit and not good enough and not pretty enough and not smart enough and not wise enough, that's what's gonna make you do everything for them to regret not being with you. But as soon as you will be better, they're gonna want you and you're not gonna want them anymore, because you're gonna be like, actually, we're not on the same page and we don't look on the same direction, so I don't think that we're going on this like the same way. Like, I'm doing so many things and I want someone special who will fit in my routine, and not to someone who will ruin my routine, okay? If people Don't let people ruin your routine that you've created. So just choose wisely those people whom are actually looking on the same direction and whom are going the same way as you are going, who has the same goals, and they actually fit in your routine. They're not ruining your routine. But someone who is ruining your sleep, who is ruining your routine, let them go. Of course, you have to feel how is it to how is it feels as if someone is ruining your routine, because without feeling those differences, you're not going to understand what is better for you. So you got to feel both and decide what is better for you. If it's better for you to not live like a disciplined life and not being put together, it's totally fine. It's your choice. No one's going to blame you. But if you choose to be better and to get a routine and a life where you put together, then don't let people go in your life whom are ruining it. Yeah. Being bullied and hated is good for you. And don't be so scared to be heard. Just be an open person to everyone. Show your interest to everyone who you want to show your interest. If they're not showing back your interest to you, of course you're gonna feel a bit hurt, but that's what's gonna create this feeling in you. Like you're gonna be like, oh, maybe I'm actually not good enough, and you're gonna become better. And then someone will reject you again, and you will become better, and someone will be able to reject you again, and you will become better, and someone is so better, so much more better than all of those people will come to your life, and you're gonna be with them, and you're gonna be so grateful. You wouldn't have to be rejected again. You will be open, a healthy, wise person, and you're gonna love your life. So yeah, bullying is not that bad. You just choosing how to react to this and how to use those hurt feelings. You can choose to use them in a bad way, to feel depressed and stuff, or you can feel like, oh, I have to be better because they said something bad about me and I kind of see it right now and I want to change that. And you're gonna use it as your motivation, okay? And it's gonna be good for you and for your life and for your feelings of yourself. And you know what is also really stupid? When you playing those games, like, you don't have time to respond, but you actually take holding your phone in your hands and you have time to reply to the message that you're seeing, but you are not, because you're trying to not answer for a longer time they wasn't answering. It's really, really stupid. When you literally have your phone in your hands. Why are you why are you doing this? And people who are doing it, they're just little babies. Little babies. What are you playing? We're not 5-year-old guys anymore. Like, you're not 5, you're not even 10. Why are you playing this freaking game? So, it's really stupid. Like, you're trying to act like you're so hard to get, and you're not always able. What the heck? If you're interested in someone, show them that you're interested. If they're gonna run away as soon as you're showing your interest, cut them off. They're gonna cut off by themselves. You wouldn't even have to waste your time to cut them off. They are gonna cut them off by themselves. They're gonna cut off by themselves. So, but also, if you have interest in person, and you're showing them your interest, and they are showing you back that they are interested, and starting valuing you on a higher level, and being more genuine with you, and you feel it and you see it, those are the people that want to build something meaningful with you, build something bigger than just some kind of situationship with you. Okay? So it's really, 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 really stupid when you're trying to act like this, because it's really like, you can see it really good that a person is not replying for hours because he is so busy or she is so busy with her things, and the person doesn't reply for 2 hours, for 3 hours, and you're like, I'm not gonna reply for 5 more hours then, if you're not replying to me for 3 hours. And you're actually wasting your time on checking on the time. Oh, I've already not replied for 3 hours. I have 2 more hours to go. Okay, let's wait. You're waiting. Oh, I am already not replying for 4 hours. I have 1 hour more left. Okay, I'm gonna waiting. Oh, it's already 5 hours. I haven't been replying for 5 hours. Now it's time for me to reply. What the heck? You better reply if you're interested in person. If you're not, just let them know. Don't waste your time and their time. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Why are you acting like a little child? A little child. Are you? Are you? Maybe you want to be. Okay? It's totally fine. But when you're playing this freaking game, hard to get. What is meant for you? What are you interested in? You gotta show them your interest. And if they're gonna show you their interest back, then great! You got a good connection. But as soon as you will show your interest to a person who is not genuine with you and who just wanna play you, they're gonna run away. They're gonna be scared of your interest in them. They're gonna be like, oh, baby, that's not how far I wanna go, okay? They're gonna cut themselves off. They're gonna want to run away from you. And that's gonna be a huge. You're gonna thank them because they did work that you could have done. like if they wouldn't run away, you're gonna have to take time to cut them off because they're not that interested and they're like, oh, that's not how far I want to go with you. I just wanted to play you. I just wanted to have a little situationship with you, and I wanted to waste your time to get affection from you and attention from you because I didn't get this attention from basically uh from another person who basically like you. Like the person basically looks like you or acting like you, and I didn't get affection from mostly the same person as you are, and I want to get this affection from you. Okay? And that's it. They just wanted to play you and get what they didn't get from the basically the same person as you are. Like you are, like you have something that that person had and didn't give them what they wanted, and now they want it from you because you kinda look the same or act the same or something like this. They just want to play you and that's it, and leave you with no time. So bullying is good, hard times are good, and just go through it and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.